He says, you want to bet?
You actually ever so good at it on that foot, look.
It's a good boy.
Good boy.
This is basically, I'm just clever. That's all anyone needs to know.
And other side. Pull back. Other foot. Pull back. Other foot. That's more of a dribble, isn't it?
Not your finest work, Coop. Not your finest work.
He's done 3 each side.
3 each side. That's cool. So then he can have a moment to sniffle around if he wants to sniffle around. That was a funny noise. So like a little monkey. Right, so now we want your old chopping board, your square chopping board. You're not really helpful now, are you, mate? Brilliant. And we're literally going to use that to do a pause up with a neck stretch. So we want a nice ski slope shape down the back of the head. So pause up, head goes out, so up and forwards at the same time. So it's not just up, because then we'll get a C in the neck. We want, that's it, perfect. So nice and straight. Lovely, good boy. Don't know what we're doing, but I like it.
Oh, don't you get your other feet up, you stretch. Wait down.
I think I'll always find that noise funny.
Yeah.
Boing, boing, boing. There's a good boy. Nice. It's a lovely stretch. Good boy. Good boy. So then let him come, sort of kind of like, you know, move him down, click your fingers, get him to come off. Just so he's not on them back legs for too long at a time. Good boy. He's on back on, Mum. That's fine. If he wants to get on, he can get on. He's still on. He's been there the whole time. Such a twit. Funny doglets, isn't you, hey? Excellent. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is to do some backing up with... oh, I can see your bit of wood with the carpet on in the background. Yeah, later we might use that. For now, I'm not helping as I'm pointing, but if where the back of the cavalettis are, if you went past the cavalettis, the bit of wood standing up with the carpet, that's it, perfect. Right, so what you want is space in front and behind that for Cooper. Just check if that can be seen. That's it. And we're literally going to initially walk him on so he knows it's there. Go over there. So walk him on, walk him off, and then we're going to get, can you go out the way? We're going to get, walk back, feet on, keep walking back so he ends up with the front paws up. So you can go widthways across it. Right, Merlin, go and find that from somewhere. So start on it so he knows what's there. Take him off of it. Walk back so he's on. Keep walking back so you've got a front paws up. I don't know how much you can see of the dogs. Good.
Good boy.
And then he keeps going till he ends up with front paws only. Good. So by doing that, that is actually more body awareness and working the body than just doing a rear paws up, because they're having to go up and back down again, so they're having to move the body in a different way. But I kept it quite low, quite flat, so it's not over stretching anything.
Pull back. Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy. Yay! Clever lad.
Good boy.
What a good boy.
You'll do it again, are
He says, sure am.
And continue to walk back. Walk back. Keep walking back. Walk back.
He's a good boy. So you could turn the bit of wood sideways if you wanted, so he's going widthways rather than lengthways if he starts kind of going not more walking back. But either way is no problem at all.
Walk back. Walk back.
Good boy.
Walk back. Walk back.
He knew it was coming. He was feeling with his back foot. Clever
Yes,
boy. See if you can do one more of those. Nice. Good boy. I'm back on it, Mum. I'm here again. What a good boy you are. Right, okay, so let's go with, as you're over there, let's get the green wedgie ooby-doob. I have a purple wedgie dooby-doob.
Probably is a bit of a puff up, actually.
Yes, probably does. Most of my stuff's gone very flat. Have you got a pumpy up thingy?
I think it will do it with this pumpy up thingy.
Ah.
Didn't we want to be pumped up?
Mhm.
Peanut. Yeah, Mummy pumped up peanut and I nearly got my nose in it.
Good boy, Coop. That looks better. Look at him sniffing it. That's got my hair in that. How dare it?
Running repairs, mate. Running repairs.
Right, so we're going to have Cooper with his back to the flattest part of the wedge. Sorry, once you've done your putting bits back. So he stood like this, ready to walk backwards onto it, just a step or two. And then we're just literally going to get him to do some sits to stands with his back feet on the wedge.
Okay.
Stand. So he's not going to move too much as he does the stand part, as much on the spot as possible. So he's lifting up with the back legs. There we go. So it starts with his back to it. Walk him on. There's a good get out and sit. Good. Where are you going? Crazy dog. Come here. Sit. Sit. Good. Stand.
Good boy, and sit
You don't know?
up. You want to walk back.
He says, I'm not going to stay straight. As simple as that, Mum.
Stand.
Perfect. That's it.
Not really on it, are you?
He's kind of, part of him's on it. I can't see how much is on it. That's better. One foot's on. If not, you could put, now you've put it back, you could put that bit of wood on there. Because that will give it a little bit of instability, but more width. So the bit of wood you've just used.
On the orange, on the green
Yes.
bit. Like that, you mean?
Yeah, if you do it widthways, if you turn, because it's a rectangle, isn't it, I think? This is some helpful, Mum. That's it. And just slide it down forward slightly. It's just so he doesn't go off the edge and end up hurting himself. Good boy. Good. And so just by having the wedge there, rather than it being on a flat surface, it's just giving him a little bit of instability. Good boy. Nice. And then just by having that tilt there, it's just working the pelvis and hips differently. Good boy. Good boy. Good. So if you now do a couple, once you've got your treats, exactly the same as you're doing, but as soon as he starts looking like he's standing up, so as he starts to move forward to stand up slightly, just bring the treat under the chin so that his back legs kind of kick backwards slightly. I don't know if I explained that very well. That's it, yes, perfect. Just want him to use them back legs slightly more than he was. That's a good boy. Mm. Good. Good boy. Good. Because it's so easy for him to use the front end to lean into a stand. Yes, that's nice. And then one more of those. Good boy. What a good boy. Very good. Right, I now think you should do a couple of peekaboos and then pour a buzzer. Just to break it up a little bit. Did he pour it? I couldn't tell.
He seems to quite like it in here.
He does, doesn't he?
It's a hell of a lot easier than working in my kitchen.
Yeah. That possibly, you know, it can become his, oh, this is our special time room where, you know, it's me and Mum and we're working and training and praising and
Yeah,
he's looking at you. He's giving you tons of focus.
super.
Says, yeah. Whee! Clever boy. He actually is looking very good, to be honest. I can see he is a little bit on the quiet side.
Yeah, he is. He has also had a lot going on just lately, and of course
Yeah.
he's still got his grandma here as well, which...
he possibly is feeding a bit off of you with that as well.
Yeah, although actually, do you know, have I whinged so far?
Not as yet, no.
I didn't. Actually, do you know, having decided that I wasn't going to whinge about it and I was going to try and get anything positive out of it, I've actually found her less annoying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she's been here since Wednesday. I picked her up on Wednesday, mid-afternoon, so it's quite a long time. I'm not taking her back until Friday morning.
Have you hidden in this room the whole time?
No. And to be fair to her, she worked like a Trojan helping me shift all the stuff that was in here as well. So,
Blimey.
Yeah,
Okay.
she is
That's
really
good.
or something, so, you know. But yeah, but today he has been very odd because he's been quiet most of the time, but then I put the Hoover round in the house earlier and he was sitting on the sofa with his grandma and he suddenly got up. I don't know if it was the Hoover that overexcited him, but obviously I have Hoovered before.
Yeah. It's the first time you've seen the Hoover.
He really jumped onto his grandma and was desperate to lick her ear and then was getting a little bit, just really suddenly all overexcited, panting, I couldn't quite tell whether he was trying to nibble her or whether he was trying to hide his head.
Okay, that was today, was it?
Yeah, just this evening, yeah.
See, that to me sounds like that could be the panting, the nibbling, the getting overexcited. That to me sounds like that could be discomfort. And it could even be that if he has got discomfort, see what sometimes happens when they've got not necessarily pain, but something isn't right, something's sore, something's just uncomfortable for them, an experience or a sound that they're normally fine with can actually then become a little bit more, it can create some anxiety with them because they link it with the discomfort they're already getting. It's why sometimes dogs that are, not Cooper, but dogs that are older in age can suddenly develop things like fireworks and thunder fears that have never had them.
Yeah.
And it's just where they've now got some discomfort and they start linking the two together. So it could have been to do with that. Because they then have got the discomfort and then something happens and they think, oh God, you know, I hope this doesn't affect my pain. So then they tense up and it then makes everything that little bit worse for them. But the panting and the licking and all of that, that could be a way of alleviating.
Well, it's very interesting. I mean, I'm going to obviously put his collar back on tonight and see whether I have a different dog in the morning or maybe it'll take a couple of days to play catch up or something.
Yeah.
But isn't it interesting? I mean, it could be a coincidence, but I don't think so necessarily. I can't find any other reason
No.
to suddenly be like. He was ever so good yesterday. He was lively.
Yeah.
Took a great walk.
He's not jumping on and off of Grandma much, is he? Where he sits on her lap.
No, actually,
No.
do you know what? No, because I bought a new sheepskin rug that I've put in front of that sofa because I knew he'd be spending a lot of time there, and all the dirt that comes off his fur, I thought I'd just have a filthy patch on. And he loves it. He absolutely loves
cool.
it. So he's not actually been spending that much time on the sofa.
Oh, that's
He's been
good.
on the rug
That's good.
And laid down. So, I don't think it is still jumping up and down. Actually.
No. That's okay. That's good.
So yeah, the only thing I can think of is this flipping collar that I left off. I mean, I think he'd probably rather have a bit of a. One ear has been a little bit smelly for a little while.
Okay.
And every now and then, like when it's out on a walk, he shakes it.
The thing with the collars, what it is, the reason why collars cause issues is when they're attached to a lead. So it's then pulling on the neck as opposed to it sitting on there. It's the jarring which then can jar the vertebrae, and then all of that then leads to more issues. So in theory, it being on his neck shouldn't do a lot, but then it is quite a big collar. So whether he then is laying slightly differently to normal, like just slightly, but enough to maybe lay on the ear more, or sort of.
I mean, it could be a coincidence, and it's not the collar thing. It's just that the ear thing. He's never had ear problems before.
No.
And the ear thing's just touched. I mean, maybe I should actually, for once, take him to the vet and say, "Can you check his ears?"
What? Is that something people can do? I've not heard of that. That sounds weird.
Some colloidal silver down there or something, and see whether that does it. But yeah. Oh, look at him. Can you see him?
No, where is he? Oh, I can see him now. Yeah, I can see him now. Blending in.
I just have to put a yoga mat on because otherwise it's a little bit slippery.
Yeah.
You settling down there for a snoozy, Monkey?
Don't settle down just yet, young man. Cheeky fella. Right, so what I'd like to then do... and so this is going to be setting a couple of bits up. I'd like to use one Cavaletti pole with cones.
Yeah.
If you... trying to see how you can set this up. If you can move them two, we're going to use them. So if you move them to your left, so they're kind of level with the blue and green buzzers. That's it. We're going to incorporate them. So have them set up how you just had. The other way, how it was just now. So facing, that's it. No, the other way, so it faces the other way. So the ramp goes the opposite direction. That's better. And then we're going to have one pole, two cones as they are just after that. And then after the cones, we're going to have the rocker board and the silver base. So he walks up the rampy bit, steps over the pole and straight onto the rocker board. That's it. So we're going to move the pole, eventually we'll move the pole up, but initially not yet. Hello. Oh God, I don't know how to set these things up.
You be able to step down and then step over the pole in between.
No, initially it's going to be too low to do much with, but we're going to move the pole in a moment. Wind out, please. So he's literally going to walk up the ramp. Right, can you all stop messing around? Come on, back. From there, straight onto the rocker, and then off. So he literally steps over from the ramp to the rocker. So initially it's just going to be a gap, but then we're going to lift the pole up after a bit and see if he can step over it. So it's close enough that he can reach. That's it. I'm watching. Go on then, Rips, you can do it as well. Go on. Over there. Good girl. Good boy. Oh, mind out, Merlin. Good boy. Good. Good boy. He's jumping now. I saw that little bugger. So
You don't want him jumping, do you?
no. So if you move the cones towards the ramp and then move the rocker towards the ramp as well. That's it. All I want, all the pole is there for is to get him to be really aware of where he's stepping. Ideally without a jump. Little monkey. Right, so the next one, you're then going to, as you ask him to step over, just bring the treat down so that he goes slowly over it. I want him to step over with them back legs, not jump. That's it, steady. Good boy. That's better. Perfect. Good boy. Thank you, Ripley.
Oh, I missed you.
Good. That's better. He's stepping over that much better now.
Steady.
Good boy.
Steady.
Good boy. Nice. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. So one more of these. That's it. Keep him on the rocker there so he can stay standing on the rocker. And then we're just going to ask him to look left and look right while he's on the rocker board. So you can either stay in front or you can stand with him at peekaboo and get him to do left and right that way. Depends what works for you. I can't see. The video's decided to freeze up, so I assume you're still going. Oh, there you go. It's caught up. It's caught up. Good boy.
Can he sit or do you want him standing?
It's frozen again. Oh, no, he's sitting. Sitting's fine. Hello.
Right there, please.
Good boy. Good. And then from there, same sort of idea, but you're going to ask for a paw treat and then the other paw treat. So he doesn't have to lift the paw too high. Good boy. It's just adding in a bit of weight shifting here and there. Good boy. Yay. Good boy. Good boy.
Now that's very interesting. You see, this paw comes up really light in my hand.
Yep.
The other paw is very heavy.
Yep. He's a good boy. Try on this one. Well, after you've asked for his right paw in your right hand, if you just swap the treats and then use your left hand for the left paw, just to see if there's a difference in how he gives.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
I just wondered because he's kind of doing more of a paw wrap action. Good boy. And he does stay there. Good lad. Good boy. Clever. Good boy. Very nice. And then he can come off and he can pour any buzzer of his choice. Yay! That's the buzzer of my choice. He's working very well. Clever boy.
He was working very well. I didn't think he'd work out.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be over it quickly.
No, he's doing very nicely. Right, what have we got? No. Right, so if you want to move the rocker board and base out of the way, that's it, and very nice and neat. So we're going to do three, not yet, we're going to do 3 cavaletti. But I want the cavaletti that's out, keep it where it is, but just rotate it so that the cone in your right hand comes towards the laptop. Like that, that's it. And just bring it over a little bit. And then we're going to bring the next set of cavaletti that's there, we're going to bring that closer to it.
Oh, so you're doing a curve?
Kind of, just with 3. So there's going to be quite a big gap in between each one. That's it. And then 1 there. And then you might need to move the others slightly out. That's it. Perfect. So he's literally doing 1, 2, 3, pause, 1, 2, 3. So he could do 1, 2, 3 and then push a buzzer, or 1, 2, 3, round 1 leg. But we want to go nice and slow so he doesn't start thinking he needs to jump. Good boy. Good. Good. Nice. Good boy. Yeah, what is that?
Army.
Oh.
Good boy.
So rung it, for God's sake, can't you hear?
Good boy.
Good boy. Oh, hello. So I was just trying a new thing. It didn't work. Good boy. And then back round once more like that. Good. Good boy. Right, so now we're going to ask him to go over 1. Then you're going to ask him to do either a twist or a spin, or a sit to stand, or a down to stand. Praise. Trot over the next one. Do something else. Trot over the last one. Ring the buzzer. So trot 1, and then a sit to stand, or a down to stand, or a twist or a spin. So if you do a twist, then you do the spin on the other corner. Good boy. Yay! Good boy. All right. Good boy. Yes, we do. We like them. Good boy. Good boy. Nice. He did trot as well, even though he was in a bit of a hurry for that last one. He trotted nicely. How many treats is that, Coop? 6? Good boy. Okay, and one more each way. One more set. Whee! Good boy. What a clever boy. This is bloody brilliant, me. I'm on here now, Mum.
He's working remarkably well.
He is. Yeah, he is. Clever bunny. Okay, right. Sorry?
You want my garage now, don't you?
Yes. And everything inside. Right, let's shift the cones and poles and bits and pieces to where once were from.
A little bit of tiredness around the eyes now.
Yeah. You're being a very good boy though, Coops, aren't you? Says yes. Oh, Mum. Mummy, no. Right, if we have the square old chopping board back on the scene. That's it. And we're just going to do a couple of front paws up and some sits to stands. Not many, maybe 4 of each position. Good boy, that's a nice position. Can't resist a peekaboo. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Nice. I'm a smart cookie. Very smart cookie. So I'm staying here. No, I'm staying here. I accrue treats with every second I'm up there. So I'm staying where I am. Oh, good boy. What a clever boy. So I like that thing. Okay, so we don't need the chopping board anymore. Super duper duper. Okay, so we're going to then do some figure of 8 through your legs. So not too fast, but it's not a warm up, so it doesn't matter if it's a little bit faster, but just literally 4 times around each leg as a figure of 8 on the spot. Good boy. That's one set. Good boy. 2. And 3. And 4. Good boy. He's still moving quite nicely. That's a good boy. He says I'm here. Hello. Hi, Mummy. Yeah. I'm a really lovely bear. He's a very clever boy, aren't you, Coops? So I'd like to do just a little tiny bit of crawling, nothing too strenuous. So literally, that's it, into the down, just enough that he moves his legs forward. Yes, sorry, yeah. Just enough that he moves each leg once, so he doesn't need to do several sort of spaces. That's it, good boy. Cooper, get your bottom down. Good boy. Try having the hand facing down. That's it. Little sod. Hey, Cooper. No.
Oh.
Little sod.
Good crawling though.
It's very good crawling. I wonder if this time do the crawl, but then ask for a touch. Ask him to nose touch, and then treat. Just that
He
might.
thinks that he's got to scrape the hand to
Yeah.
get the treat. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, darling. I just punched.
That was good crawling, mate.
That was very good crawling. He says that the key is in the scrapping of the paws. By way of karma, I didn't realise where Ripley's nose was next to me, and I just punched her in the face.
Oh,
She didn't seem to mind. She looks a little bit bewildered.
that's good boy.
This is Super Duper Bear. Super Duper Bear. Right, so then into the stretching section of the day. Oh, we've got two dogs. Hello. We're going to get a stand, not on anything, it's just they happen to be on here. And just checking what we can see, and then literally lifting just an inch off the floor, one leg, another leg, another leg. Merlin, give me that foot, and then another foot. Good boy. So you're just lifting one lower, next one. So each foot comes off the floor, just kind of in a straight line almost. That's it. Good boy. That's it. Good boy. You can do that a couple of times so that each foot has gone up and down. That's it. Good boy. That's it. Not too high. No, that leg's not moving.
No, exactly. Right there, stand.
Oh, from the light. That's it. Good boy. So not too high with this one. That's it. Good boy. Bit of praise for him. What a clever lad. So by doing that, it's a little tiny bit of a muscle contraction where you're weight shifting, but it's also giving him a little bit of a stretch where you're coming up and then back down again. It's a little bit of stretching going on. Oh, sorry, sweetie. God, now I'm whacking Merlin as well. Hey, all my dogs have got black eyes now. Poor little sausages. So that's very nice, Cooper. You're a very, very good boy, aren't you? He says, yes, I know. So then what we can do to finish off is go over his body with either the skin rolling style of the Gallimyopathy, or you can have something in like a roller or something in your hand to use. So it's either, again, starting with the neck, going down the side of the body, just literally rolling, moving down a bit, rolling, move down a bit. Good boy, you seem to have a lot of loose skin, Merlin. And then the same thing down the other side. So we do the whole of here and the whole of here. Good boy. What have I got? Oh, that would work. The little eggy thing.
Oh, yeah.
You can use something, so you could use upside down paw pod, something like that, whatever's comfortable, and literally just be running it down the body. He's like, what the hell? Get that toy off me. So there's a tiny bit of pressure, enough that you can see the fur move, but not so much that the whole skin's going sort of everywhere. So whatever's easiest for you, you can either skin roll, which is the kind of not pinching as such, but it's sort of taking a bunch of skin and fur, yeah, or you can do the rollering. You could probably use an upside down buzzer, but you'll get a lot of noise with it. That's it. Are your paw pods there, the pink things?
Yeah.
So I was looking, thinking, what on earth is that? That's because they're together. It looks like one item. I'm thinking, what on earth have you got that's pink? I can work it out now.
Well, which are probably yours, are they?
What's that?
Did you? Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, I think you've got two blue and two pink.
Yeah.
Yes, they're all yours. I've got two blue ones. at training and 2 yellow ones. I think my yellow ones are the same as your pink ones.
I think what I should buy, if you agree, is a little foam wedge. So
Yeah.
then you can have a foam wedge back eventually.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be quite useful for him with the walking back. And
Yes, there's quite a lot of stuff you can do with a wedgie wedge. They don't make them very wide. I don't know why that is. I mean, even my Toto Fit one, which I love, even that isn't much wider than the green one.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. I mean, unless you've got a very compliant dog or you're a very good trainer, it can be quite hard.
Yeah.
To get them up on there straight.
That's it. I don't know why they don't make a slightly wider version. They make a small version, which I did hear that again. Yeah.
That's either a small hornet or a fucking massive wasp.
Let's go with this.
Probably won't like that too much, so that might send us to the end of our session because he doesn't like Buzzy Wuzzies.
Okay.
And obviously I've been going after it because he has been bitten and went all funny,
Yes,
so
yes, that's true.
I will
It's
try and
okay.
get it out.
That's right. Well, that's I wanted to wind it down to there anyway because he's now. So we're on 20 past. I think he started at about 22, quarter to.
Yeah,
Was definitely
quite hard, I think.
He has, yeah. We've done it gently, but he's done a lot of really good stuff. Actually, he's done some good quality exercises. So we definitely would do. We're working at quarter to. I think we started just slightly before that. So he's done a really good, just over half an hour.
Yeah.
Which is very, very nice and shouldn't have overstretched anything or over pulled anything. But just
Well,
got
the great
just
thing
loosened.
about this whole environment is that, subject, of course, to him physically being okay and you having seen him in recent times, of course, if you go, should we do half an hour with Cooch, do you fancy it? And go, yeah, because
Yeah.
what I've got to do is...
I've got to walk all that way. Oh.
Everything's here.
Yeah. It's actually quite nice as well from this end because it reminds me of what you have as well to kind of go, oh yeah, we can use that, we can do something with that.
Because, I've got I've got things like, you probably won't remember, I've got the green medicine ball, I've got the old, do you remember the food thing?
No. I remember the big green heavy ball. Oh yes, bowl, yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's I have also got
it was the food thing was confusing me. You got a what?
I've got 2 blow-up balls as well.
Like a yoga ball.
So I'm going to blow those up sometime soon as well. So.
So yes, we can use those because he knows how to push them. So that gives us some neck exercises and back and shoulder exercises as well. Is it still there, the buzzy thing?
Yeah. It's quite active all of a sudden. I might bring it to a close because I also don't want him getting wound up about there being a buzzer in here.
No, that's fine. That's fine. He's, as far as I'm concerned, he's cooled down nicely there. So that's where I would want to finish anyway for him. So that's no problem. What's he doing?
No idea. He's probably found a cobweb.
Yeah. Oh, this is different. I like these. This corner's rather nice.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're very
I enjoyed
welcome.
That. It's so much easier being out here.
Yes.
I think he enjoyed it as well. I think he quite liked it.
Yeah, he worked really nicely. And I can literally see everything that you were working on. Yeah,
Brilliant.
it was
So
very
that's
good.
the place to put the laptop, so yeah. Cool. Okie dokie.
Super duper trooper.
Laters.
Laters taters.
Later
He's just
on.
done the Cavaletti, bless him. He's such a good boy. Such a good boy. But yes, let me know how he is tomorrow. And then depending on how he is, we could perhaps look at doing something maybe on Thursday or Friday if he's up for it.
Yes.
Get another short session in again.
Excellent.
Cool beans. That sounds good to me.
Okie dokie.
Right, enjoy the rest of your evening before you go to bed.
Bye.
I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.